Questions for Jordan?
So in these scrimmages, whether they're closed or open, what do you as a player look for? Is it just, to tune your game back up and get ready, or is it meshing with the team?
I think it's a little bit of both. I think we all have like individual goals and team goals that we want to accomplish going into these scrimmages. But I think for me, most importantly, is just getting my chemistry with my teammates.
Jordan, I was talking with Coach about Jordan Thomas, and obviously she played a lot last year, but she was a much different five than what Kylie was. So she kind of gives you a little bit more of that back-to-the-back basket option. So is that different, or just kind of talk about how that aspect, maybe it adds more options for you guys?
Yeah, I guess last year with Kylie, like, she gave us a little bit more space on the floor because she could shoot the three. But I think with JT being in there, she can rub out for us so that way, like, she can get her opponent out the way. We could still get to the basket how we want. But it's definitely good to have a option to throw the ball in there into the post and get an easy bucket.
So where is her confidence level from the freshman to sophomore year?
Yeah, I mean, she's working. I mean, obviously, she knows what she's supposed to do. She knows the play. So right now, it's just her just getting better at those things. And, I mean, she's still only a sophomore, so she's still learning too, but she's doing pretty good.
Jordan, we've asked you guys a lot about trying to find a replacement for JJ's production, right? But getting Kaya's production is just as important as well. So are you seeing players kind of fill that Kaya-type role?
Yeah, that's definitely a role that's kind of hard to, take over because she just worked so hard. She just did everything. But, no, we do have a couple players. I think we have more people that have a little bit more of a Kaya mindset to go get the rebounds, play hard. Obviously, like I said, everybody's learning, so they're trying to understand, like, when to go, when not to go, when to score. But I think we'll definitely be able to make up a lot of that.
With the additional and different type of post players you have, how does that change your game? I mean, does it make it more challenging, more ways to get the ball to them in different ways and change the kind of passes, kind of setups you create?
Yeah, I think it benefits us a lot. It makes it easier to score instead of trying to get like me or like last year JJ to get to the basket. We can just get it to our post players. That's what they do, so they can just go up and get an easy one. So I think that helps us a lot to be able to draw up plays, not just for like the guards, but for post players as well.
Most important thing for you when you are throwing a pass to a post player? What's the one thing you have to do well?
I have to, I guess, like look at their defender, see where they're at. If it's behind them, then I can throw it anywhere where their number is. If they're on the side, I need to throw it to the left if they're on the right. So I think just like seeing where their defender is and putting the ball where they can be successful to get a bucket.
As someone that's been in Coach Kellogg's system for several years, go back to kind of when you were first learning it and put yourself in some of the players' shoes now that are learning. What's the biggest challenge? Is it tougher offensively or defensively?
Honestly, so we have a freshman, Maddie. So I'm thinking about like when I was a freshman and like what I struggle with. And I think we play like pretty fast and learning when we're in man or when we're in zone, like switching those two. I think you can definitely see it in our freshman. She's trying to figure it out, but she's doing pretty good. But yeah, that would be the hardest thing is just like the pace of the game.
You guys, first 2 years here, obviously lots of success in NCAA tournaments, and then you like you said earlier, you lose a player like JJ. What kind of statement would it make though? She graduates, but there's really not much drop off. I mean, it kind of sounds like that might be the expectation for you guys this year. But what kind of a statement would that make to lose someone like her? But hey, the program still moves on, continues.
Yeah, I think that would just give like kudos to our coaches and our staff that they can recruit well and they are winners, and not one player just determines the success of this program. Obviously JJ was a great player, but it just shows how good of recruiting they would do if there is no drop off this year, which is what we plan on not having. So yeah.
I mean, realistic?
Yeah, that's the plan for sure. Obviously, we got a lot of new players, so once they learn it, I think we'll be fine. I think we have more options, like we have a deeper bench, so I think that'll be something new that people will get to see.
Are you already at the point in the preseason where you're ready to play against someone other than your own team?
Yeah, definitely, because it's like we'll have like turnovers, but then we look at it like, okay, we play good defense, so it's kind of like we want to see like how good we're actually doing against another opponent.
You've been in Mark's system for a couple of years. When something like that happens in practice, do you look at it as better defense? Do you look at it as the offense needs to improve? Like, how do you balance that as a player?
I think it's whatever I'm doing. If I'm doing turnovers, okay, then I'll do it. If I'm getting steals, then I'll get the steals. So I guess it's just what side of it I'm on.
How much do you think your game has to change this year, or does it? Maybe more assists or more shots. I mean, how do you see the season working out for you?
I definitely see more production and everything, assists, shots, even rebounding, all of that. I don't really see like much of a huge change, but there's like certain shots that I can't turn down that I would have turned down last year. So yeah, just more production, being more aggressive, because my teammates is definitely gonna need me this year.
Is that easy to get used to, or is it natural, or?
I mean, I think it has its pros and cons. Just shifting my mind to being more aggressive, which can be easy, can be hard, because I'm still the point guard, so I still have to facilitate, but then also know when to score. So yeah, but I think I'll be fine.
Coach Kellogg said you guys went on a retreat last weekend?
Yeah, this past weekend.
Are you able to share any of the goals you guys made as a team or you personally?
I mean, yeah, definitely. We want to be Big 12 champs, make it to the Sweet 16, goals like that. And then we have just like some goals of how many assists and turnovers we want to force and percentages and stuff like that.
What's the turnover number? Can you share?
What was the turnover number? I want to say we said about 14 turnovers a game, something around that, 13 between 15, something like that. So yeah.
What did you do on the retreat? What was the activities?
Oh, we just basically just hung out. We have like these pictures that we show of our families and just kind of talk about that, get to know each other, learn something that we didn't know about each other, and yeah, just really spend quality time and make TikToks, make music, like all that crazy stuff. So yeah.
You guys played kickball a few weeks ago, right?
Yes.
Oh, how did that go? It seems like there's a story.
I mean, we lost to the coaches, but it was fun. They had more people than we did. So I will say that. But no, they did kick our butt though.
Kickball's kind of hard.
It is. And like two of them, they actually play in like a little league, Zach and Javi. So they had, advantage on us.
Jordan, a team retreat wherever you guys went last weekend versus going overseas like you all did last offseason, are they comparable at all? What you as players can get out of them?
Honestly, like spending just like not even really 24 hours together and like 11 days together is like totally different. But yeah, I mean, they had some of the same benefits, but I think definitely going overseas made us a lot closer just because, I mean, we're always with each other. We had to play in like very hot environments and just like getting to hang out and do stuff. So yeah, and we had more time. So yeah.
Does it hit you that you're a senior?
I know it. Not really. I had to take pictures a media day with like the little like senior thing, and I'm just like, dang, I really had to take this picture. So, no, it hasn't really hit me as hard as I think.
When we think about, JJ graduating, we obviously, think of her points, but what does the press look like without JJ? That seems to me like would be right up there with her offense, the production that you have to replace.
Yeah, I mean, obviously JJ was a great defender, but I think we have a couple more defenders too that kind of had those same attributes. We got Gia that likes to play defense, and Shaw's gotten like so much better. And then obviously Woody. I mean, Woody's production on defense just has increased. She literally had like 20 deflections in practice a couple weeks ago. So, yeah, a little bit different, but I think we've covered that a little bit.
When you play a team like Duke so early, is that exciting, nervous? What are the emotions around playing a team like Duke?
Definitely exciting. I feel like this year our non-conference schedule is a lot stronger than it's been since I've been here, so that's exciting. And like the more practice that we have against teams like that, we'll be more prepared for when postseason comes.
Have you talked to JJ after her surgery this past weekend?
I haven't talked to her after, but I did talk to her before. But she seems to be doing good. We still follow each other on social media, so I see everything that she's been posting. So yeah.
Thanks, Jordan.
Thank you.